What's the best way to get non-fountain pen users into the way of life without overwhelming them with all the options? And that is a great question, because that's something I've been working towards for the last 5 years since I started this company. When I started out in fountain pens, the information was so scattered and it was so fragmented, and it was hard to dig through forums and blogs and stuff like that to see, okay, what do I actually need to get started with fountain pens? You know, it's a very niche thing. It's got a lot of really cool aspects to the hobby that can be kind of overwhelming if you're first getting into it. It's just like any other somewhat technical hobby that can have a lot of variation to it. It's hard to say, like, what's the one pen that you can start out with. So I would say if you've got somebody like physically in your presence that you're trying to get into fountain pens, that's the easiest, because you can actually take a pen and you can hand it to them and you say, okay, you hold it like this and try writing with it. Don't press hard, don't hold it up really high. You know, this is how you hold it, and just write with it, and just get them to experience the writing. That would be my first piece of advice. Don't get all into the prices and the ink and the technical stuff, how it works, all that stuff. Let them experience the good parts of writing with a fountain pen, seeing the different colors of ink, seeing how smoothly it can write, how smoothly it can flow. Those are the parts of the fountain pen that really kind of sell it, and that personalization of the writing experience, different nib sizes, all that wonderful stuff. Let them experience that first without getting bogged down with, how do I clean this pen? Oh man, what do I need, a ball syringe? What is that? Pen flush? Who, what? You know, because there's a lot of new things that you can learn to enhance the writing experience, but it's not necessarily like required when you first get into it. The last thing I would say is try to show them my Fountain Pen 101 video series. I know it's a shameless plug. It is, but that's the reason I put that series together, is so that you can understand the parts of a pen. How does a fountain pen work? How do you clean a pen? All those things, and I try to explain that in as basic a terms as I can, while still giving very detailed information that gets you past that learning curve. There is kind of a steep learning curve to get to the point where you really just love fountain pens and can incorporate it into your lifestyle. Once you can traverse that learning curve and get to a point where you really have overcome the biggest hurdles, you can really enjoy your writing experience without getting too bogged down in the details. So that will help that quite a bit.